Hello, I'm back with another Minecraft episode. This was going to be called my how-to series, where I tell you guys how to do things. So first of all, I'm just going to go through some basics on your options. So whatever you change in your single player world or whatever, it will affect for the rest of the time until you change it again. So I'm just going to go into a world and I will show you what sensitivity options I have. So this is just a world that I play. I just built some stuff on. Never mind about that. So I'm just going to show you some things. So if we go into our options, it should come up with this. If you're a beginner at Minecraft, you're probably not going to want to start your FOV on Quake Pro. That's not very good. You're going to want to start it on normal, which is it's really sensitive. It's exactly 70. Alright, 71 would be fine. So this is where your screen is quite zoomed in. As you can see, there is a big difference. This is pretty much what you'd start off with, unless you want to change it. It makes you feel as if you're closer in. So this is probably what it looks like if you were the actual person in Minecraft. But personally, I don't like it, and I will get to why I don't like it in a second. But there is a use for having a close-in POV. So if you go into your options and take your, FOV. If you take it, if you go into a world or whatever, and make your FOV go down to the very minimum, it can act like Optifine. Optifine is a mod that allows you to zoom in further. As I will demonstrate this here. Right now, you can see that I'm much further zoomed in. This is the exact amount of zoom there is in Optifine. So this is what Optifine allows you to see in a further distance clearly. So say you like PvPing or doing other things, raiding servers. It is best to have your FOV as far back as you can possibly put it, so Quake Pro. This is effective as you can see more around your screen. So here I can see this pony in the corner of my screen. I can see the whole of it. If I change my options and I go down to normal, I can't see as much. So your FOV widens your screen and what you can see. So I put that on Quake Pro as I can see more and it's sharper. It's a lot sharper. The next thing I'm going to get onto is if you go into your controls, you have sensitivity up here. I have mine on hyperspeed. Yours will usually be on around, I'm not quite sure what it starts on. I think it's 50%, but I'm not 100% sure. This just means how fast you can turn around. So right now, it takes me a long time to do a turning circle. Now, it can be useful, but also it can get you killed in many situations. If there is a creeper behind you, it takes a lot faster to turn around in the right amount of time. So that's a disadvantage. I can't think of any advantages of having this, but I suppose it's easier to control, it's easier to do fine movements, and so on and so on. Now, you can put your sensitivity on hyperspeed. This is the best for situations as you can turn really fast. As you can see, it's a lot harder to control. I prefer it on hyperspeed as little mouse movements move your character more, which doesn't mean that playing for long periods of time is easier due to the fact that you don't have to use your mouse. This is also good in PvP situations or fighting mobs, as if something tries to creep up on you from behind, you can quickly turn around and well, kill it. So, like I said again, I have mine on hyperspeed. The best thing to do is to probably put it on around 90%, and then slowly, as you get used to the game, like maybe say every hour of playing, you move it up 5% each time, all the way until you get to hyperspeed. As hyperspeed allows the most movement, it allows you to turn faster, and there are no negatives about it other than it's hard to control. So, therefore, you have to control it. So now I'm going to get onto controls. So, my controls are all normal, as you would expect, as it's just easier to remember in things. But one handy tip is that if you change, so right now it's F5. If I go back into my world, I press F5, I go into this mode. So now this mode, there is absolutely no use for it, other than you can see behind you a bit. But one handy thing is this. When you look at this and you're running away from, say, a player on a PvP server, this allows you to look behind you. But you do have to look in the air a bit, otherwise your body's in the way. That's not very good. You want to look in the air. This, I suppose, is you can't see what's going for you, so if you get quick, you can do it fast. And look behind you. But there is a disadvantage. This is F5. That is quite a long reach from your W key to move forward to get all the way to F5. So there is a solution you can do it. There is a solution you can do. If you go into your controls and so here F5 is your perspective. If you click that and put caps lock, then click done, back to game. Now whenever you click caps lock, it looks behind you. Now caps lock does also trigger your caps lock, so you will type in capitals. But if you go in this mode, your caps lock is on, click it again, it's off, and then it's on again. So you will have to be careful about when you're doing it, which could provide a problem if you're wanting to talk. But if you're in a PvP situation, I don't think there is much time to talk about, well, talk about trying to not kill you, because to be honest, if you type in caps, you're probably going to get kicked from the server. But if you could do it again, twice, if you do it twice, your caps lock is back onto normal, so normal writing. That's how I have it set. I did have it on F5, but personally I prefer caps lock as it's a lot less of a, well, jump for your fingers, I suppose, just getting a bit lazy. So the rest of the things in controls are the following. So you got attack and destroy, drop item, pick block, sprint, use items, /place block, everything here. Hotbar. This is, I will get to in a second, and that is quite complicated. Or not complicated, it just gets confusing if you don't want to look at your keyboard. So another thing here, we have sneak. Now then, I haven't really got I can't demonstrate what this does, but I can tell you what it does. So, if I just get a stone wall, this works with any block except glass, as you can see through it. But if there is if that horse over there, the one in the goal, a diamond I mean, is a player, if there is a small gap like this, has to be 3 high. If I stand like this, they cannot see my name tag through the block as long as I'm holding shift. That can be very good in situations where you want to surprise attack someone. This, unfortunately, does not work for mobs. Holding shift behind a wall or corner will not protect you against mobs finding you, as they know where you are, wherever you are. Let's destroy that quickly. There's a horse dying somewhere. Oh, he died. So now I'm going to get onto the numbers that you have. So you use 1, which goes to your first spot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that takes you through your entire things. Again, it's quite a big jump. I do not use them, and scrolling, like I do now, is much faster, much easier, and you don't have to remember where all the keys are. Some people, though, do use numbers. For example, I tend to use my scroll, but say in a fast situation, if you see your 1, 2, and 3 key, if you're using a US keyboard, is directly above your W key. This means walking forward whilst pressing them is quite easy to do. So in a fast situation, you can easily switch from, say, a sword to a block, to a sword, block, sword, block, sword, block, sword, block, and so on. So that could be a use for those keys, but I don't use it again. I still think scrolling is still faster and easier. But if you say you get used to it, possibly, you could do that. So the last thing I'm going to do, if you go onto your controls, the last thing I'm going to do is just the controls. So the controls for Minecraft. So W key is forward. A is sideways. Hold them both, you go diagonally. Spacebar is jump. E is drop, or is look in inventory. Q is drop item. What also you can do with Q is, say you're in your inventory, you can press Q over blocks and it chucks them out. So say you need to get rid of items fast, that's the way to do it. E is open inventory. I think I said that already. Control plus W makes you sprint, or double tapping W, as I just demonstrated there. Control, double tap. So then after that, S is backwards, D is sideways, D and W is diagonal. You can do A and S and D and S, and so on and so on. You get the general idea. In this game, the arrow keys do nothing, as I am doing right now. In servers, the tab key will, when you hold that down, it will list the players in the server. When typing, if you are typing, so if you want to do /MSG, and then you Matt, my name is Matt Bones, right? And then you hit tab, the rest of the name will appear. Enter, it's not a command in vanilla Minecraft, that's to do with fractions. But say I wanted to do /TP Matt Bones Fry to say Sev230. Enter. Unfortunately, Sev230, who is my friend, is not there, so it would not work, but that means he would be teleported to me, or it's the other way around. But you get the idea about that. So pressing tab will show you the name. Okay, so that's all for this episode. I will do how to do more episodes. I will probably be doing a redstone contraption one, as I'm good with redstone. I may also be doing some other things like general Minecraft facts, farming, and so on. The uses of certain items. So that's all from me this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That's all from me again today. Goodbye.